Control statements in C language. Control statements controls the flow of execution based on varying conditions. It controls the flow of execution. Types of control statements are conditional statements, unconditional statements, and looping statements. I repeat, conditional, unconditional, and looping statements. Let's understand one at a time. These statements take decision based on a given condition, so-called conditional statements. We have here if else, if, and switch statements. These statements jump to another section of a program without any condition, so-called unconditional statements. We have here break, continue, and go to statements. Loops repeat a block of code multiple times. We have different types of loops: for loop, while loop, and do while loop. To repeat a block of code for a particular number of times, we'll use for loop. To repeat a block of code based on a condition, then we'll go with while and do while. There is a slight difference between do and do while that we'll see later. Let's understand each of them clearly. Conditional statements take decisions based on conditions. They are if statement. It executes a block of code if a particular condition evaluates true. In this example, 10 is stored in a variable number. Only if the value is greater than 0. If number is greater than 0, only then it prints number is positive. Here is a syntax. If the condition, then execute the block of code. This statement can take either of the decisions. If the condition evaluates true, it will take one decision. Otherwise, if the condition evaluates false, it takes another decision. Here is an example. If the number is greater than 0, it prints number is positive. Otherwise, it prints number is non-positive. If the condition evaluates true, it executes first block of code. Otherwise, it executes the second block of code. This statement checks for multiple conditions within each other. It's like if, else if, and so on. Here is an example. Based on the marks scored by the students, the grades are assigned. If the student scores more than 90, then grade will be A. Else, if the score more than 80, then the grade will be B. Else, if they score more than 70, the grade will be C, and so on. This will continue until the last else statement. The last else statement will be executed if none of the conditions above are true. Here is the syntax. An if-else if statement allows to choose between multiple conditions. It starts with an if condition. If the condition is true, the corresponding block of code executes. If false, the statement checks the next else if condition. This continues until the true condition is found or until the else block is reached. The else block executes if none of the previous conditions are true. This is helpful in handling multiple statements in a program. Helps you to choose between multiple options based on a value. Here is an example where we have multiple options to print. Based on the grade, we need to print either excellent, good, average, poor or fail. It simplifies the code when you have to take multiple decisions among different alternatives. This can be checked with the variable against a list of possible values and the corresponding block of code gets executed. Here is another example. Here in this example, we are using the break statement. This break statement breaks or terminates the loop. After the respective block of code is executed, the control goes to the end of the loop. Otherwise, if no break statement is used, then all the consecutive statements till the default case will be executed in a sequence. There is no break statement in the default case. That is because there are no further statements to get executed. Here is the syntax of switch statement. We understood conditional statements out of 3 control statements. We'll understand unconditional statements in our next video. Thank you.